Hi, I'm Blue Jay. Welcome. I almost tried to record this without a microphone, so I was forgetting a step. So I think that's a part of the reading. And I keep on singing the song Kiss by Prince. And that line, you don't have to watch Dynasty to have an attitude. I don't know. Ooh. Resplendent with grace. Look at that. I just feel like her chest opening up and her heart chakra just liberating her to the point that it's lifting her up to this higher place. Oh my gosh. And then of course you can see a heart right here in that drawing, which that is pretty beautiful. We're going to use the Sexual Magic Tarot today, so I can't show you all the cards. But Guides and Masters. What is this? And it's card 24, which is about 6, which that's about unconditional love, family, and service to people, the people that you love. Guides and Masters. What is this? I've never got that card in a reading before, so this is going to be... 10 of Coins. High Priestess. Oh my goodness. The 10 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Wow. Justice. Isn't that interesting? You know, I don't know what day it was that I had a reading of like polar opposites, and this is it again. I want to hold them all up, but I'm just going to leave them here. Well, you saw them. What this is literally telling me, I got high Pisces energy when it came to this card, like high levels of intuition and mastery, but it was like Venus is exalted in Pisces. And what a lot of people don't understand is the exaltation of Pisces is not what you think it is. It is literally about the service of love for love. It's not that like anybody that has like an exalted Venus, most of the time those people have complications in love because you can't put love in a box. It doesn't belong in a box. Love is fluid and it has so many different languages and it is so complex. Like it doesn't have to be a contract. It can just be given with no receiving. It doesn't have the same rules of what people think of like marriage and commitment. That's not what an exalted Venus is. It's unconditional bhakti, service, love, taking the steps to speak that person's love language so that they feel it. Sometimes it's just you expressing it, even if that person doesn't receive it. And what I'm getting in this situation is that you are in a spot where you are in a relationship with somebody that's very bhakti, very service-oriented. And you guys are a perfect couple. But to the outside world, you're not a couple. It's the burden of this love it's heavy. And you look a little lonely. You know the other thing I see? Blowing her skirt open. It's making you feel vulnerable. But in all honesty, this person is your perfect match. Most likely you both have exalted Venuses in Pisces. That's really what I see. And, which can be a very, like, really close to God experience. Meaning, like, God loves everything. Right? He loves the good, bad, and the ugly. And this, to some people, might seem ugly, but to you, it feels beautiful. So, Guides and Masters, let's dive into this with the Sexual Magic Tarot. Let's, tell me about this 10 of Coins. Break it down. What is this relationship that's, like, super beneficial for the two of you, but for nobody else? The Lovers. This card right here. The Fool, yeah. I only need to pull the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. This is an open relationship. This is an open relationship where there could be like a love triangle, so you can either live with these people or not live with these people, meaning like this could just be an open contract, and you are 100% committed to the open relationship, but at the same time, like, you know that this person is yours, but at the same time, so is whatever you want, which is a burden all within itself sometimes, because it can get complicated if you don't bring in that balance and bring in that justice. And it seems like both of you are the same way. This is a polyamorous relationship. That's been coming up a lot in my readings. So that's what this is talking about. So guides and masters, what advice do you have for this poly relationship? The human gift. This is on purpose. This is part of your path. This is exactly who you are. Not only is it in your astrology, but it's also in your DNA. And this is something that you're supposed to experience and give an energetic frequency to, because that energy wants to live. And it might feel like a burden at times because you want to be like everybody else. But you're not, honey. You're not. What's your advice, guides and masters? Or what is it that you're trying to tell us about this open relationship? But the funny thing is you guys are very committed and very in love with one another. But you have a very, very open, yeah. You have a lot of love to give. Oh my gosh. You know what it is? I get it. Now you have the Ten of Swords, which there's a lot of tens on this table, which is about endings and beginnings, right? When you have tried to be in just one relationship, she's holding a staff. It has done nothing but cause you trauma and drama. And this is the way that you're genetically made up, or I say genetically, which sounds crazy to some people, but you don't understand that everything is energy. And so even your astrology is the same thing. This is by having this type of relationship, it's almost like an open-ended friendship. It's based on friendship. It's based on a friendship commitment. It's not based on marriage, and it's not a prison. It's an understanding. It's a verbal contract with really good parameters. But the reason why it works so well is because you guys actually love each other. All right, guides and masters, what do you? Your advice is to not be afraid of this. You kind of are. You really are, but this is the way that you're going to find happiness, and that's how you're going to find joy and how you're going to heal. The fact that you've had a lot of bad relationships. It's like, it's not a friends with benefits situation. It is not. This is someone that you just know you can't be with, but you can be with sometimes. This is how you can cut the confusion in your life. So I have the Seven of Cups, the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Page of Swords. And that's what it's saying. You actually know what you're doing is right because you can feel it. This is who you're supposed to be. You need to embrace it. And the beauty of it all is this has been coming out a lot lately. So I'm reaching a collective right now that's really, really struggling with relationships. And I really think that this is where the new wave of energy is going. Not that I support one way or another. I'm reading the cards, but if you look, I'm a historian. And if you actually look at history, people have been in such terrible contractual relationships for so long. It built up this negative energy frequency that a lot of people don't want to get married anymore. And they're even afraid of relationships. And then a lot of people just constantly cheat now, which people have been cheating forever. But what this reading is saying is we want to actually have a full, real expression of love, but we want to change how the contracts are built. We want to change how it's expressed. We still want true love, but we don't want to put it in the same box or label that it's ever been before. And that's what God's asking you to do, is shift into a new energetic frequency and liberate love. That's it. Have a good one.